This story is of a woman who came to our center 7 years ago. She was one of our first few clients, and counselor actually met her in the community where she did not speak. She was not even coming out of her house. We got to know about her through someone. Yeah, community people, they did come together and voice their opinion. However, they were little hesitant to do so because of her husband's background. Slowly, what we did is we tried building capacities, and we have volunteers called Sangees in the community where they stand up against violence, take actions, so that they are able to help the community women and within that community. So whether Sneha is available or not available, the community members will keep doing their job. There was a time when he threw her he pushed her from first floor to the ground, and she had broken her back completely. That's when we had to put her into shelter. Not only her, as her and her children, 3 children she had, who used to constantly be sick and not, dropped out of school, not studying, because they were never provided any schooling related fees. And she was not capable since she was economically completely dependent on her husband. Her husband was very angry that we put her into shelter. He was angry at the organization that we took her away. So what he tried doing is he tried breaking into our center, and which is when we had to do a police intervention. He also once on her once she was back home. He also tried to blow up a cylinder and tried to commit suicide. So that's when we had to do again a police complaint, and whatever interventions we did, there was no economic support whatsoever. So what we did is a counselor had a joint meeting with herself and her husband, so that we could tell him to provide some kind of economic support. But since he was an alcoholic and used drugs, he was thrown out of any work that he was taking up. And which is why we had to take this joint meeting in front of a lawyer. Lawyer took it in writing that he will be providing economic support to the wife and children, but he did not. Once he did not, we persuaded the woman to take up a job. She had never learned to, go out of the house other than doing groceries, which is why she found it very difficult. She was also not educated enough to, take up a job. So what we did is we helped her with an organization where she worked as a domestic help. Once she started earning, the counselor also helped her with, how to fill her passbook, how to do her savings, and how to go to a hospital, get her medication, ensure that she's taking medication. So these are the constant follow-ups that we had to do, the counselor had to do, so that she was supported in every way. And after doing that, she started saving money, so that she could, whatever she earned, she used it for herself or her children when they were sick. And she collected quite a lot of amount. Of course, there was a lot of pressure from her family to leave the job because they did not wanted her to be independent. Community women, our Sangees, used to help her. So we did many interventions with her, like doing the counseling, mental health, psychiatric help. We also gave her legal advice, so legal intervention. We did community intervention, so our group women and Sangees helped her. We did put her in shelter, so that was a shelter intervention. Police intervention also we did. We took help from police, filed an FIR. So these are different kind of intervention, a holistic approach where a woman can actually get support. The cycle of abuse keep changing. Sometimes the violence may start again after it has stopped. She is out of abuse, intimate partner violence, especially since about 3 years now. So in this case, the woman also took a stand against her own family to get her daughter into further education. Her daughter studied 10th grade, and then she wanted to get into college, but her family was against it. This woman stood up and said that my girl will study further, and she is in college right now. It is difficult to bring women out of violence, but yes, if we try our best and provide our best of interventions, all women can be supported.